name is James Oladunjoye, and I'm the lead manager at Thames Reach, Robertson Street. Thames Reach's mission is to end street homelessness. So as a service, we try not to support clients in a way that will lead to further homelessness. So that means that we adopt a no-blame attitude. And what we find in terms of clients struggling with homelessness is that people have underlying difficulties. Could be things from previous, maybe past traumas, struggles around mental health, people with physical health needs. And we find that in helping them to address homelessness or providing an accommodation service like ours, there is also the need to address those underlying issues. And what we try to do is to signpost them. How we try to address that is to find ways to motivate them in a creative way to engage with those services, support them with appointments, advocate for them when we need to, and when those wraparound services continues for tangible period of time, clients do get to a point where they begin to make positive progress in their lives. One of the things you find that is very encouraging in the work that we do is when we see people who's moved on from the point in which they are struggling to when they begin to have positive outcomes in their lives. And an example would be a gentleman who was contacted on the streets by our outreach team and eventually found himself in our service. There were difficulties initially around the behaviors, the challenges. He had previous difficulty with the justice system, and we began to see that there were issues of maybe past traumas, which explains the behavior. So though it was pretty much a complex situation. Over time, he began to trust us. He began to engage with our psychologists on site. We began to see progress. So he's got to the point now where we're actually helping him to move into his own independent accommodation. The first people to encounter people struggling with homelessness are usually the public, businesses, or faith group. And usually as well, faith groups hear people's story, the reason why they may be rough sleeping, so they tend to know what the underlying issues are. So I think involving these different stakeholders, it's a pointer, I think for me, that with concerted effort of government, businesses, charities, and individuals and the public, I think it's possible to end homelessness.